Hello everyone, welcome to the selection portion of your card reading. We have 3 groups to choose from. Number 1 with the lepidolite, number 2 with the selenite, and number 3 with the amethyst. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. Take your time taking some deep breaths to make sure that you really settle in with your intuition and pick the right card. I'm going to light some Palo Santo just to kind of bring in some positive energy and give you a moment to make your selection. If you need some more time, pause the video. The timestamps will be in the description below. Hello to everyone that chose group number 1 with the lepidolite. Your chakra card is visualization, imagination, focus, experience, and manifestation. So group number 1, Spirit is really calling for you to have an idea and a plan for what it is that you want and expect for your future. You may feel like you have a lot of thoughts going in your head, but not really sure about how to go about executing them. And it's because you need more of a detailed plan. And sometimes we need to sit with ourselves and connect with Spirit in order to be able to see that plan and to make those moves without getting too flustered or too nervous and then stopping yourself before you can even do it, because you just get overwhelmed with anxieties about how to do it, because it just seems like there's so much to do that you can't actually push yourself forward to do it. So allow yourself the time to sit in silence, come up with a decent plan, but also make room for changes just in case that plan doesn't go exactly how you wanted it to. Just be open to whatever the divine has for you, but at least have an idea of where you want to go and how you want to move forward with it. And then once you get there, you can start to really visualize those things coming to fruition. So instead of just having this vision of this huge thing, now you're visualizing the steps that you need to take in order to get to that bigger outcome. So some steps that you can take is, yes, meditating, but then journaling and actually writing down what comes through. So if you see yourself, let's say you want to start a YouTube channel, it's like, okay, well, there's so many other YouTubers out there that do what I do. I don't really know how I'm going to go about doing it. It just seems like there's a lot of work. Then you sit down and be like, okay, well, this is what I want to do. This is how I can bring something different to the table. This is what's going to make me a little bit special in my own way, where I'm really showing my true, authentic self. So writing down who you are, what is it that you want for your life, what is it that you want for your channel, and this is just an example, so feel free to fit it in with whatever you want for your life, your business, relationship, goals, creative ventures. So going from the visualization of who you are, how you want everyone to perceive you, and how you perceive yourself, most importantly, so you can come authentically and bring authentic content or authentic information, an authentic way of being. And then from there, you say, okay, now I want to be able to make these kinds of videos. Well, what are the action steps that you need to take to start creating those videos? Come up with a title, come up with your plan of attack, what you want to showcase in those videos, come up with like a timeline for yourself, a timeline for your business. And then from there, you start to create those little steps one at a time. And then eventually you have your video created or your business created. And then from there, you move on to the next video or the next step in your business, your next goal. So really breaking apart the bigger goals into smaller steps, seeing what it is that you want to do for yourself, and then actually putting it out there. And then that's how you start to actually manifest things, is by seeing it, having love for it, opening your heart to it, and then stepping into that masculine energy to actually go out and create it and get it done. So I have 2 other types of oracle cards that I want to use. I have the Lover's Oracle deck, just because I feel like whatever it is that you're trying to create, because this really feels like it's more of a business or like a work or like a creative project that we're going for, but we need to be able to open our hearts to that. So let's see what the Lover's Oracle card deck has for group number 1. Group number 1, Spirit. How can group number 1 come more heart-centered with their passion and their creation? Group number 1. Group number 1. Thank you, Spirit. Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. You may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So sometimes it's hard for us to actually move forward with these goals and these ambitions that we have because things haven't been working out the way that we wanted them to. Maybe that's just because of divine timing, or maybe that's because of your personal alignment. So trust that no matter what's going on right now, things will work out just the way that they're supposed to, when they're supposed to. And see all of the trials and tribulations as stepping stones to push you forward into something greater. Maybe the things that you are pushing for in the current moment weren't the best thing for you. Maybe there's something better on the other side of this. So allowing yourself to see what lessons you may have learned, allow yourself to see the blessing in the hold back, like the block. Because now you're at a place where you can actually center yourself and come up with a better plan that is going to get you the better outcome. So accept where you are in this moment. Try not to control too much. Allow yourself to visualize and plan, but allow for things to kind of unfold the way that they're supposed to, because there is a divine plan. Your spirit guides, your angels, they're looking out for you. So remind yourself that no matter what's going on right now, you're going to be exactly where you need to be when you need to be there. I also have some animal spirit cards to use. Which animal spirit could help group number 1 align with their manifestation? We have the moth. So we have the moth, impulsive, hasty, and wishful. The moth is sure the grass is greener on the other side. Moth energy is at play when we're attracted to easy solutions or anything shiny and new. This can lead to unfinished projects, disappointment, or burnout. It's helpful to remind moth personalities that life is complex. No matter the illusion, No one is exempt from the trials and tribulations of the great journey. Practice seeing life as an infinite mastery rather than wishing it was easier or different. When in balance, enthusiastic and whimsical. When out of balance, idealizes others and jittery. To bring into balance, finish a project. Well, I mean, I don't know how much more on point that could be. I think I even used some of the same terminology. So this is definitely accurate. And finish a project. So there's this in-between stage where we're pushing forward and just kind of forcing things into action. And yes, being wishful. But like, we need to find that balance where we accept the blocks, as I was saying, and then finish the parts that we do have control over, or not necessarily control, but the parts that we can actually do something about, you know? So instead of just standing still completely, allow yourself to take the little baby steps, those tiny little action steps, so that you don't get turned away or turned down or stop yourself from creating altogether. Because it's very easy for the ego to come in and be like, nope, never mind, this didn't work out, so I'm not going to do it. Allow yourself to, like I said, see those lessons, and then allow yourself to move forward with the wisdom that you've received. And then taking those baby steps into action, and then eventually your project will become finalized just the way that it was supposed to, when it was supposed to, like I said earlier. So don't allow things to get in the way from you fulfilling your dreams. Just be patient, understanding, absorb all the information, and do what you can to create the life and the project, the business, whatever it is that you want for your life. And then it will happen. So I think that's all I have for you, group number 1. I hope this message was helpful. If you want to book a private reading, or if you want to book your own private energy healing to try and get back into alignment, to help you get right back on the right path, then you can visit my website at www.bellahealingtherapy.com. And as a little added bonus with this tarot card reading, or oracle card reading I should say, I will be doing some distant energy healing. So stay tuned for that in just a moment. And I hope to see you guys soon. Thank you so much for being here and connecting with me. And much love to you. Good luck on your ventures. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. This is your reading with the Selenite Tower. And your chakra card is grounding. Nature, presence, practicality, and stability. Okay, so pile number 2. Your manifestation is a little bit up in the clouds right now. It was kind of like pile number 1, where there's just so much up in the head, so much thinking, but not enough grounding and pulling in that energy into practical action steps so that you can move forward with this. But in order for you to be able to get to that point where you can be more practical and to take those steps, you need to ground that energy back into nature, back into earth, so that you can pull the energy from the earth and, like life itself, create something from the ground up. Like a plant grows from the bottom. You put a seed in, you water it, you nurture it, you take care of it. It needs sunlight, air, and that way it can grow. So just like you and your body, you need to ground that energy, ground those ideas, nurture yourself, take care of your body, take care of your mind and your spirit, so that you can continue to grow, so that your manifestations can grow. Now, whether that be with business, love, or anything really, whatever it is that you want, you need to come back to yourself. Those external things will only be created when the energy within you is stable. So allow yourself the time to clear your energies, get outside, go on a walk, be in nature, spend some time meditating outside. I see you like in a forest or somewhere around trees. And just like this person, his arms, his legs, they're like roots connecting to the earth, spreading like vines. So that way your energy can spread, your manifestations can spread into creation. So go outside, hug a tree, or if you can't do that, do a grounding meditation. Focus on that root chakra, the finances, the home life, the family life, your safety, your security. Any kind of fears that you have need to be released so that you can let go of what's no longer serving you and step into what is. So I have 2 other oracle card decks to choose from. The other one that I have is the the Lover's Oracle deck. And I think it's important that no matter what it is that you want to create, you come from the heart space, a place of unconditional love for yourself and for whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. So pile number 2, how can they become more heart-centered for their manifestation? Pile number 2, how can they become more heart-centered for their manifestations? Thank you, Spirit. So we have, when it comes to matters of the heart, there is no right or wrong. Every choice you make expands your understanding of life and love. Beware of what you are projecting, for the qualities you admire in another are qualities you both possess. Equally so, the qualities you don't like are also your own reflection. So I think that with this, it's coming down to the fear, the judgment, and blame, these lower density vibrations that need to be expressed and released and transmuted back into higher vibrational positive love and light for your life. So instead of focusing on the external of why things aren't working out the way that they're supposed to and putting blame on other reasons and things, try and see what aspects of that negativity you have within yourself. I know that's kind of hard to hear sometimes, especially when you feel like your actions or your thoughts have been justified by the actions of other people or other things. But allow yourself to detach from your ego and see where you can become more in alignment with your higher power and your higher self, so that you can raise your vibration to see things from like a 5D perspective. So getting out of the 3D and coming into the 5D, and the way that you do that is through grounding and through meditation, and allowing all that other stuff to fall away from your energy field and coming back into a higher consciousness. So I have another oracle card deck, and it's the Animal Spirit deck. Which animal spirit can help group number 2 become more aligned with their manifestation? Group number 2. Which animal spirit can help them become more aligned with their manifestations? We have the eagle. All-pervading power, truth seeker, transforms karma. The noble eagle emanates the light of the sun. This great bird is both physically and spiritually strong, and represents mastery over the elements of fire and air. When the eagle appears, you'll soon be thrown into the karmic fire for the sake of your transformation. The eagle pushes us to be our best and brightest selves, and stop at nothing to see us shine. Grasp the sun in your talons and hold on for the ride. You are stronger than you think, eagle child. When in balance, bright, radiant, challenges. When out of balance, controlling. To bring into balance, step into the unknown. So, it's funny that this is more about fire and air, but the other cards are bringing us more into earth. So the fire is really about that transformation, and the air, it's like the fire, the earth below, the fire that changes and the air that rises. So once again, that 3D to 5D shift, that transformation, letting go of the control, allowing yourself to be with the divine and to come through this powerful change that you're going through right now. It's very difficult to see yourself in this light when you feel like you're being held down by things you can't control. But in reality, what you can control is the way that you think about things, the way that you act, the way that you feel. So don't try and control the outcome or other people, but allow yourself to feel and think differently about the situation, so that you can become more alignment with your desires, with your manifestation. Much like the phoenix rising, through this turmoil, through this pain, you grow and you become stronger than you've ever been before, allowing yourself to soar, to create whatever it is that you want to create in life. So that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Stay tuned for your Reiki energy clearing that I'll be doing. Is just like an added bonus for these pick a cards. And if you want to book a private reading or a private healing, You can visit my website at www.bellahealingtherapy.com. As always, thank you so much for watching this video and connecting with me. I wish you the best of luck and stay strong, because you're going to be able to create everything you've ever imagined. You just have to get through this rough time period. But I know you can do it. You're strong and powerful. I send you my love. Bye. Hello, pile number 3s. This is the amethyst. And your chakra card is the third eye chakra. Okay, so pile number 3. You have the third eye chakra, and this is all about your clarity, your intuition, and seeing things through the third eye, through the mind's eye. Sometimes we have to disconnect from the three-dimensional ego self and sit with ourselves in silence to really get the clarity that we need in order to create our manifestations. So allowing yourself the time to disconnect from other people's opinions, comparing yourself to other people, so that you can see yourself and so that you could see the decisions that you want to make for yourself, coming from you and no one else. This will help you to see your path more clearly so that you can start to move forward more clearly. Now, I'm not really quite sure if this is going to be about business or love. This one kind of seems like it could be anything, really. It feels like it's more of a home. Now, I know it's not the root chakra, and that has to do more with home life, but this seems like you're making a decision of where it is that you want to go in life, whether that's moving to a new place, or switching up your home environment, or switching roommates, or deciding to leave a relationship so that you can create your own life, but being scared about not knowing how to do that. So it's like you're in your head and you want to make this move, but you're not quite sure how to do it or when to do it or where to do it. So it's like you need to come back into yourself and come back to what you want, not what other people want. It's like being selfish is being selfless in a sense, because if you're unhappy where you are, then that's just going to push out into others. You might feel like you need to stay in a situation because it's going to negatively affect someone else. But if you stay in this situation and you're unhappy, it's already going to negatively affect someone else. So allow yourself to make that move and to be in your power and make those decisions for your own life, because what's going to happen is you're going to live a much more fulfilled, happy, joyous life. And it might be hard for you, it might be hard for that other person, but in the long run, this is going to be much better for everyone involved. So allow yourself to think about you. Maybe for once, or in a long time, you've been making thoughts and decisions on other people, for other people, because you haven't wanted to rustle it up or cause turmoil in other people's lives. But like I said, this will be so much better for everyone involved if you do what it is that you truly see for your future and what it is that you want for your future. So I have 2 other oracle card decks to choose from. I have the Lover's Oracle card deck, and that's because I think that we really need to come into the heart space of unconditional love for ourselves and for everyone else involved. So, how can group number 3 make a more heart-centered decision? How can group number 3 make a more heart-centered decision? One more card, Spirit. One more card, Spirit. Thank you. Freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. soulmate. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. So some of you might even be in a relationship currently, maybe living with this person, or really feel like you're connected to this person, but you feel like there's something else out there for you. You can't really explain it, you don't know why, but you get this calling like there's something out there for you. And it's time for you to really step into that freedom, to explore what it is that you want for your life. Because there probably is a soulmate. That could be a soulmate relationship. It could be a soulmate type of family, your soul family. You know, soulmates don't have to be romantic. It can be friendship. It could be family. It could be people that want to connect with you heart to heart. People who were in your divine plan before you were even created, to help you, guide you into the proper alignment, into the highest well-being of all timeline. So allow yourself to break free from the chains of codependency from others so that you can step into your independent power, and then you can connect with other people and loved ones that will help you get back into your strength, into your power. It's like you do it on your own, but then we also have these other people that are there to help us, to fill us with love, to fill us with connection, to help kind of move forward in more joy, in more fulfillment, in more peace, more loving connections, a more loving place. So if you want to leave, if you want to move, it's your decision if you want to do that. But think about your life and the different outcomes that you could have. There's different versions of you that choose different paths, right? There's a version of you that stays where you are, going in the same direction. That could possibly lead to change, or it could possibly lead to the same, if not more, of the negative energy and the consistent patterns that you keep reliving over and over. But then there's that other choice, that other path, that other version of you that decides to move into a more fulfilling life. Then you're happier, you're more joyful. You know, there's all these different paths that you can take. Life is just a big room full of doors, and you decide which door you want to go through. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. You. What is it that you want? What is it that you see being better for you in your life? I have another oracle card deck to choose from. It's the Animal Spirit deck. Which animal spirit can help group number 3 become more in alignment with their manifestation? Which animal spirit can help group number 3 become more in alignment with their manifestation? So we have 2 cards for you, which is interesting because I've only had one for the other 2 groups. And I feel like this is your 2 options, whether you stay or whether you go. Okay, so if you stay, we have the mouse. Detail-oriented, small-minded, nitpicky, and nervous. The mouse has an innate desire to tend to the details. It often spends its day fixing, preparing, organizing, and scrutinizing. Unfortunately, a mouse personality doesn't notice when they've gone too far. Soon they begin to have a limited and fearful vision of life and try to control every detail. This can be a quite painful experience for both the mouse and those around them. When the mouse energy is at play, step back for a moment. It may be a time to find a more purposeful project to delve into, one that's worthy of your exacting eye. When in balance, organized, resourceful, and prepared. When out of balance, busy with no purpose, to bring into balance a meaningful project. For the Lamb, we have peaceful, prophetic, patient. The Lamb is the bearer of an important message. Its contents can only be heard when a deep level of quiet has been established. Lamb energy is the honest guidance you hear from an old friend, a young child, or sometimes a surprising stranger. Though the Lamb's message may channel through another person, the wisdom resonates within you. It will repeat and reverberate until you listen. Approach this gentle creature with the utmost patience and reverence. Truth is a gift. Sit still, listen, and receive. When in balance, knowingness, inner peace. When out of balance, quiet, timid, concerned. To bring into balance, meditation and listening. So whatever way you choose, it's going to be the best outcome for you. But allow yourself to sit and to really picture the ideal life that you want for yourself and follow your bliss. That's all I have for you, group number 3. Stay tuned for your energy healing. And if you want to book a private reading or private energy healing, visit www.bellahealingtherapy.com. Thank you so much for watching. I'm sending you all my love and best luck to you. Whatever decision you make, it's going to be the right one. Just sit with your spirit so that you can connect and make the decision that your heart wants you to make.